Is anyone else as excited as I am for the new season of Vanderpump Rules? Can you believe we are approaching the anniversary of Scandival? Hi, my name's Anarbong and I am very ashamed to say that I am a big fan of Vanderpump Rules. But I have to be honest with you, I resisted Vanderpump Rules for the longest time. They kept trying to push it on us in Beverly Hills episodes and it just wasn't happening for me. And then Scandival happened and I got sucked into the hype and ended up binge watching 10 years worth of reality TV in a month. It was riveting. The drama, the scandal, the debauchery. So now I'm a fan and now I'm excited to watch season 11 in real time. So to celebrate the release of season 11, I thought I would practice my portrait sketching and draw our favourite cast members. I'm going to go through these in order of the portraits I thought turned out the best and not in order of my favourite cast members. To be honest, I don't really have a favourite cast member. They're all kind of varying levels of corrupt, but boy are they entertaining. But still, if you want to find out the cast member I had the most success and the most fun drawing, stick around. So, coincidentally, we are starting with two of maybe my least favourite cast members, the Toms. We'll start with a man I think is itching for and might just get a redemption arc, Tom Sandoval. Now Sandoval annoyed me from the beginning. To be fair, I was watching the show with the hindsight of knowing Scandival happened, but even so, his relationship with Kristen was toxic and there were just too many cheating accusations for it just to be smoke with no fire. And of course, now we've found out that there was a lot of fire. In my opinion, he tried too hard to give off the good guy narrative and it just ended up making him look smarmy. And then, regardless of how you feel about Stacy, we can't forget how jealous he got at her book signing, and then how he commandeered Ariana's cocktail book. Yeah, Scandival was always a no for me, and I think my hand agreed because I just couldn't work out a likeness for him. Instead, we have a generic-looking, smarmy face. I had a little bit more success drawing Schwartz, but I think he ended up looking a bit more like Paul Walker than Schwartz, but you let me know. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how Schwartz is apart from Katie. He really annoys me because he spent 10 seasons treating Katie like crap, and then he does this sharks thing and somehow gets away with it. So I think this season he's either going to become actually likeable or he'll finally expose himself for the horrible gaslighter that he is. At the sketch stage, I thought Lala was going to be on the money, but then something happened in the inking with the eyes and it stopped looking like her. My illustration of Lala pretty much reflects my feelings on her. I don't know where I stand with her. I think the issue is that even though she is great reality TV and has been entertaining to watch, never shying away from drama or confrontation, her life has also been really secretive. First, her whole relationship with Randall was this big secret, and she wouldn't even say his name, and now, understandably, there's a lot she can't say about their separation and the custody battle, yada yada yada. But I also think she was a bit much at the last reunion. I think she was throwing everything she wanted to throw at Randall at Sandoval, and I think that with time to process, she's coming back with slightly different feelings towards Sandoval, but it's going to make her look a bit wishy-washy. Because apparently she's all cool in forgiveness with the Toms now, so we'll see if that's actually true or if that's just PR baiting. My James portrait was the first where I started to see the likeness coming through, but I have to be honest with you, I do not think I will ever be a James Kennedy fan. When he's not getting drunk and abusing people verbally, he's crying about losing his job because he got drunk and abused people on the job. The fact that James is currently the number one guy in the group is more of an indictment on the other guys than praise of him. I would love to see James mature this season. He kept going on about Sandoval's age at the reunion. Meanwhile, he continues to act like an entitled child throughout his time on the show. He's in his 30s now, so I hope he's entering his growth era. And I hope that his relationship with Ali is the real thing. And yeah, I'm looking forward to him being the funny James and not the entitled James and the whiny James. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say about James Kennedy.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves to...
Ariana was my first portrait and I used the wrong pen. And so even though I think the portrait turned out okay in the end, it was a bit ruined because the alcohol markers smudged the ink of the micron, and that was really sad. But aside from not working well with alcohol markers, I do like micron pens for ink lining. Yeah, just don't use them with Ohuhu alcohol marker pens. Anyway, with that out of the way, let me begin this by saying that I will always be Team Ariana. Nothing Tom says or does will ever justify how he treated her in the end. However, I think she is going to suffer with the viewership this season because of how much she's been shoved in our faces since Scandival, and the fact that more time has passed for us watching it than passed for her when she was filming. Watching her in interviews, I feel like she's in a different place now than she was during the filming. And even watching the difference between her on the reunion when it was still so fresh to her and her on the Watch What Happens Live interview after the reunion, you can see the difference a little bit of time makes. So yeah, do I think that she might be being a little petty when it comes to the house? Maybe, but let's not forget how much money goes into buying a house, and that owning her own house was her dream. It was her dream to own her own home. She said that on the show. And yeah, if I was in her situation, I wouldn't just want to hand that over to the man who betrayed me either, especially knowing that he's likely going to make it into a love nest with the person he betrayed me with. So yeah, I think there's a lot going on with the house situation that we don't know or understand, so I'm going to let her have the benefit of the doubt on that one. I'm also excited to see who she is when she's not spending 70% of her screen time defending Tom. I hope the fans are kind to her this season and don't turn on her, and I hope that soon we'll be able to enjoy Ariana outside of Scandival. Like maybe that will be season 12, maybe 13, but I'm excited to see who she is when she's not associated with Tom or the scandal surrounding him. Now Sheena. In my opinion, Sheena had a horrible season 10, but managed to salvage it with the Scandal episode and the reunion. But if the promos are true, and we all have to accept that they just might not be, it looks like she's about to go right back to being Sheena. Lasai. If anything, I wish Sheena would just own her shadiness and flightish ways instead of trying to defend them all the time. I initially didn't watch Vanderpump Rules because every time they featured the cast on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it was Sheena shifting blame for dating a married man, and I have continued to see Sheena shift blame for 10 seasons. Like, yeah, we have to get over the Sheena and the Eddie of it all and let her move on from that, but I just wish that she would take responsibility for that, and then it would be easier to move on. On the bright side, hers was one of the easier likenesses to capture, so that was a win. Now, could someone please get Katie Maloney a good edit this season? I was excited to see her sans Tom last season, and then she got sucked back into his orbit with the help of Sheena, and any vilification she could have gotten at the reunion was hijacked by Scandal. Hashtag justice for Katie. I saw she and Tom are kissing the same person in the promo, which, if that's real, she can do better, and if it's just for storyline, she can do better. I would love to see Katie step into her own this season and redefine her arc. For years she's been gaslit by sharks Tom, and I think it turned her into a bit of a moaning, angry shrew, not to play on the stereotype that women get given. But I know that there's more to Katie than the producers have cared to show, and I'm ready for it, because I feel like, obviously there's Tequila Katie, and obviously she does her rage text, that I feel like most of the time they've been justified, especially when they've been aimed at Tom. Even when they've been aimed at Sheena, because we've seen the tactics that Sheena throws at Katie. So yeah, I feel like her rage texts have often been taken out of context, and there's more justification to them than the producers have allowed her to show. So yeah, justice for Katie. And now onto the woman who started it all, and who was surprisingly the easiest to draw, Lisa Vanderpump herself. Now, for the life of me, I don't know why I decided to draw her right in the centre, right in the seam. There are 8 cast members, I could have easily done 4 on each page, but logic was thrown out of the window when I started this. Also, can we appreciate the part where I show you what Lisa Vanderpump would look like blonde? I'm glad she's not blonde, she should never dye her hair blonde, but that was fun for a half a second. I stand firm in the belief that the cast of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills bullied Lisa out of that show during one of her toughest times because they couldn't stand that she is a reality star. In a world where I continue to be sucked in by reality TV, I hope to always see Lisa Vanderpump on my screen. I'm not sure we'd get along in real life, but she is entertaining to watch. All that being said, I don't know what the future of Lisa Vanderpump is on Vanderpump Rules. At this point, none of the cast work for her. They're all at a minimum 25 years younger than her, so it doesn't really make sense for her to still film with them. I love you, Lisa, but maybe just leave this one to the kids. Maybe that's the real reason why she started Vanderpump Villa, or whatever it's going to be called. Maybe she too recognises that it's time to move on, and she's orchestrating her grand escape. I wouldn't mind little cameos every now and again because she's Lisa, but she really doesn't need to be in the reunions anymore. It's getting weird. Also, would we have to change the name of the show? So there you have it, my little draw and chat. If you've made it to the end, then thank you for sitting through my Vanderpump Rules TED Talk. Let me know what your predictions for this season are in the comments, and have a good day, good evening, or good night. Goodbye.